in the backfield. It'll go with... It's a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Drake. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Eluding the pressure right. This is intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
4-yard line.
This is Carson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
On the carry.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They get this out left, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. An extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
James Washington was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And that play will go the 49.
Brings up 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
It's a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Vikings' 46-yard line.
2nd and 5. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Carson. And he stopped immediately there.
Carson, the ball carrier.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
The line of scrimmage.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Holding him removed.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Lions 7, Vikings nothing.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. K.J. Hamler. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it first and goal at the 6. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try and pound it into Drake. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Just shy of the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. K.J. Hamler, 98 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
McLaughlin for the extra point. So now back about 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Lions 21. Vikings nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, they'll throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pitt. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Pittman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
27 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Now it's Carson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He was 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a third and 10. Out of the gun now on third down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Taken in at the 11. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the ball. This is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 12 yards to go.
dancing, trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Corey Diggs. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Complete to
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
at the 19-yard line.
Here's Carson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just have a break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
It'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it up, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
9 time is left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. He's going to launch it for Washington. Got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. James Washington, 89 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up second.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Corey Littleton. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
2nd down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking downfield for Godwin. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is taken at the 23. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run again with Carson, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
5-yard line.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Being chased down left. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Give them 3 on first down. They'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Dixon set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And again this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs?